All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So I actually mistakenly took the day off today from work because usually when you work at the bank, we have the typical holidays off, and for some reason I thought this was a mandatory holiday for the bank, but apparently it's not. But I ended up taking the day off anyway. Like I submitted the day and then I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna switch it, so I just have the day off. And then what's funny is this morning the electricity went out where I live. I think it was just in the whole city, or at least in the downtown area, and I wasted like a good portion of the morning, 2 to 3 hours, no electricity. So I was actually gonna go live a lot earlier. But yeah, so that's what happened to me this morning. And this is why I'm going live a little bit earlier. And also apparently the market is open today. So this holiday, this president's holiday is not a federal holiday. So banks are still open for the most part. The stock market apparently is open, and obviously crypto's 24/7, so it's open as well. All right, so let's take a look at some prices. Let's see what crypto is doing. So BTC's at 68.4. So again, we're still range bounding in that area. It's from 68 to 70. Um, I think again, until we get some more clarification on the Clarity Act, I don't think that will move too much. I think we right now we just need some type of catalyst to get us through and basically push the price up. I don't think we have any really negative catalysts. All the stuff with the tariffs, the Venezuela stuff kind of folded over. Not We don't really hear much about that anymore. So we really got most of the negative news is out of the way. It's more of just getting a good catalyst that actually is going to propel the market up. In my opinion, that's going to be the Clarity Act. Something with the Clarity Act getting passed, that's one. Two would either be something with interest rates, and then three, the liquidity injections or more buying back of bonds from the Fed, something like that. Either one of those three would propel the market up. I'm not sure. What's funny is there's a lot of people on YouTube, like you have your like crypto YouTube creators and things like that. Everybody's calling for some type of recession or some type of black swan event. And I think it's because we didn't get that parabolic move in 2025. So a lot of those individuals either sold or they were over leveraged and then they got called. Their position got called. So yeah, I don't think it's bullish. I mean, I don't think we're in a bearish time. Honestly, for the most part, all coins have been going down for the last 2 years. So I think soon they're going to need some type of relief rally. I think like I said, I think we're closer to the bottom than being at some type of top. That's just my opinion. Let's see what else. I think we got all the economic data pretty much last week for the month, at least the important stuff. I know we got CPI data. PPI data might be coming after. I'm not sure if that came out last week as well. But it showed that inflation was softening. So that does give the Fed ammunition to cut rates. But then also we got a jobs report that showed that the labor market was stable. So yeah, it's kind of mixed signals for the Fed. They can either is this freezing? They could either lower rates or keep it the same. And remember, in the last speech that Powell gave, he was saying it's either hold rates steady or decrease. We're not in a an environment where increasing interest rates would make sense. So, yeah, let me check my mic to make sure it's working. Let me check my mic. Give me just a sec. Doo 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 doo. And then I was like, whatever, I'm not going to switch it. So I just have the day off. And then what's funny is this morning, the electricity went out where I live. I think it was just in the whole city, or at least in the downtown area. And I wasted like like a good portion of the morning, 2 to 3 hours, no electricity. So I was actually going to go live a lot. So it looks like it's pretty good. But yeah, so that's what happened to me this morning. And this is why I'm going live a little bit earlier. And also apparently the market is open today. So this holiday, this president's holiday is not a federal holiday. So banks are still open for the most part. All right, looks good. Market apparently is open. It always freezes. I always got to waking up knowing. It always the live stream always freezes. I think it's because I'm on a higher floor. So I'm not sure if the reception's not good or what. But I have to use this cable that I run across, and it's kind of in the way in the hallway, which is really annoying. But and again, see, it's getting choppy again. And I think we're back. All right, let me move closer. I think it's based off the webcam. I'm not sure if I have to continuously look at the webcam for it to be locked in, but I feel like it just always gets choppy. All right, let me see if I move this over. All right, I think it's good now. But yeah, so I have to run this cable to get direct internet, even though I have Wi-Fi, because every time I do the live stream on the Wi-Fi, it gets choppy, and then it's just choppy the whole live stream, and I don't want that to happen. So, yeah. But what's funny, I'm watching. I watch a lot of content, a lot of crypto content, a lot of finance content on YouTube, and it's funny to see how like crypto traders go about predicting what's going to go on in the market in the foreseeable future. Because and I watch, I'm not going to drop any names, but I watch like an individual or a channel consistently, and it's funny throughout the whole year, it's just like different predictions. Hopefully this is. Yeah, this is not good right now. Oh my goodness. All right, am I good? Hello? Okay. Yeah, so a specific content creator or channel, they make predictions, different predictions throughout the whole year, and it's like, okay, I think the market is going to go down because of this. I think the market is going to go up because of this. And they cover like every area, every specific scenario. And then when it happens, it's like, okay, I told you so, this was going to happen. And this is almost like every creator that talks about crypto. I wouldn't say every creator, but like a good portion of these creators, 60%, they're like, okay, I think there's a black swan event, but then I also think the market is going to make all-time highs. And it's like, what are you talking about? You're predicting all these different things, and you're saying like the market is going to go up, the market is going to go down. So it's like you're predicting every scenario. So obviously you're going to be right if you have, you're covering each side of the equation. So that's just my opinion. I think you got to be really careful when it comes to who you watch. When it comes to, again, you shouldn't be getting financial advice from people on YouTube. You should be doing your own research when it comes to different projects and different things like that. Because literally in the last 2 to 3 months, the same creators are calling for a parabolic move in Bitcoin, and then they're also calling for a recession. So, which one is it? And a lot of the times when people do that, it's because they have a position in the market and they're either losing money, a trade is not going well, maybe they're over leveraged and they want to get a group of people to follow what they're doing. So maybe that could change the outcome of the market. And I honestly think that that's what people believe because I remember I think back in the day when people used to trade penny stocks, a lot of the penny stock gurus, I think they did have an influence on the market. Like they would have these trade alerts services where they send out a trade alert, people would buy, and then it would move the price, and they would already be in the position or the asset or the stock, and then they would be the first one to be able to get out because they were already in the position. But I think that has faded away. But I believe people with a 50 to 100K following, they still believe, okay, like if I talk about a specific scenario happening, I could potentially influence people to buy, and then I could make money on it. I think I still believe people think that. So that's why you see people flip flopping on ideas. Because if you really think something's going to be bullish and you believe in the asset, you don't need to switch your opinion every 2 weeks because of something, right? Like you should have some type of conviction, some like really strong conviction where you're not flip flopping every other week. That's just my opinion. All right, let's see. Let's see what the market is doing. Again, we said BTC's at 68, 69. Again, I really do think we need to reclaim that 70K mark. Ethereum's at 2,000, around really low 2,000s, sometimes dipping into the 1,900 area. And I think for Ethereum, that 2,500 mark is really going to be one to pay attention to. If we can reclaim that 2,500 mark, I think altcoins would be in a way better position than what they are now. And yeah, let's see what else. Let's look at the actual stock market. Okay, so it looks like the NASDAQ, although I don't see the NASDAQ moving. So maybe the market is closed today. Okay, let's see. Let's go to a ticker and let's see if it's moving. Let me ask ChatGPT if the market's closed. Is the market closed today? No, the U.S. stock market, no. Is the market closed today? I said, is the market closed today? It says, no, the U.S. stock market is closed today because it's President's Day. That's the thing about ChatGPT and what I'm figuring out. And I'm going to have to look up some other learning language models because ChatGPT is really not good at current information. Grok is a lot better. Obviously, I don't have a subscription to Grok, but I've used it like once or twice. And if I want to get some current information or if I have a current, like if I need updated info, I think ChatGPT is just not good for that. And then also memory wise, ChatGPT does not memorize things good. Like I gave it two tasks and I'll give it specific, like alterations to that task and it'll just forget it. It'll do the same mistake over and over again. And then I asked it too, like why do you keep making the same mistake? And it says, there it's not good at remembering tasks. It's good at um what did it say? It's like like an algorithm, right? It's not good at storing tasks. And I'm not sure if that's because maybe I need my own server or something like that. I was seeing it with OpenClaw. A lot of people are talking about OpenClaw. Apparently, it can connect to like your Discord, your Twitter, or your personal website. Maybe you have some type of business, and then it's able to answer emails and answer people in your Discord and things like that. And apparently, the way to do it is to have it run on its own computer so that way it has its own space. And I guess you can put as much memory as you want on that computer, but it's able to store that information forever. And then you're able to give it tasks and it's able to build all this because you can't really build off this AI on ChatGPT if it's going to forget everything. Now, obviously, I have a lot of chats going on the left hand side, so I could just go back to it and be like, go into that specific chat, and then I'll remember like, okay, this is what we talked about, and this is the answer to this. But it's not good at storing memory, and I think it's because it's off the phone. I feel like you need a specific AI bot or a specific computer with a lot of memory so that way it can hold all your prompts, all your tasks, and it could really benefit you. Because you want it to become your own AI. You don't want to have the same conversation twice. Or if you do, at least it remembers it and it can be like, oh, we talked about this last time, which ChatGPT does to an extent, but it's not really good at holding that memory at all, in my opinion. But yeah, so yeah, the market is closed today. I thought the market was open, so the market is actually closed except for crypto. So not much there. Let's play a few games of Blitz, and that'll be. I already actually played this morning. My Blitz score is at 1341. So the goal is to get this to 1400 and then 1500. My rapid score is 1500, so I'm trying to match that. Before, I really didn't care about Blitz or Bullet. I just played Rapid because I really do enjoy Rapid more than Blitz. And actually, I don't know. Now I'm actually liking Blitz a lot more just because the games are way quicker. But as far as strategy goes, I like that about Rapid because I like to think about my position and where I'm going to go next. Because I see with a lot of these Blitz games, if I just had more time, I would definitely win the position because I'm either up a piece or structurally like I know I can win, but hopefully this is but it's just the timing piece, right? It's a 3 minute piece, so it has its ups and downs. I definitely do not like playing Bullet is too quick. 1 minute I just feel like it's chaotic. I feel like the least I would do is three, and then I really like the 10 minute rapid games. Okay. All right, let's play. And this is showing that I don't have thing. Okay, so I refreshed that. All right, let's play. I think I'm just going to play 2 games. Huh. I think. Let's do that. I don't know the cops. I gotta watch out for this back rake checkmate right here. Dang, did his thing get trapped? Did I trap his queen? All right, let's do this. That's fine. Darn it. I did not see that. My goodness. That was just a blunder of my area. My goodness, man. You didn't want to play again. I just did not see that. See, those are the type of plays that I could have seen early on. I could have avoided it. I just needed to take 2 seconds to look. Okay, I think I'm good here. All right. Let's do this. So if I get rid of that, I should be fine. And I think I can go grab. Now I can go grab this this rook here. There we go. There we go. Do I grab that? Yeah, let's grab that. Let's do this. Ah! Oh no, it should be fine. I'm doubled up right there. This is gonna be my last game. I'm up a piece. I should be able to get this win pretty easily here. I'm trying to think. Did I just go up here? I think it should be fine now. All right, let's do this. I know he's probably gonna go there. All right, I gotta move here. He's probably gonna go there. Yeah. Good on time. I got a piece. All right, what do I do here? It's getting real sticky. All right, let's just move this down. Yeah, I know he was gonna go there and do that. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me that I fell for that. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I fell for that nonsense. Yep. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I lost that game. All right, let's resign. All right, let's play one more. Let's see if he wants to run it back. Probably not. Yep, of course not. Got lucky on that one. All right, last one for sure. That's crazy talk. Boom, free piece. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to do something like this. Mm. Let's do this. Yeah, get rid of that. All right. It's free. Go. Then we could just move these up slowly. I don't see a problem. I'm low on time. That's the only thing. You gotta be joking me. There we go. I should be fine with that. I'm gonna move this over and at least protect this. which is fine. I'll leave that. And I think I won this game. Oh my goodness, David. No, I did not see that. Oh my goodness, I did not see that. Wow, I can't believe he did not see that. I can't believe he did not see that. That's crazy that I won that game. I can't believe I didn't see that. I was like, oh man. I thought giving up that queen was good, but it was a terrible idea. It was a terrible idea. Terrible. All right. Yeah, so the market's not open today, so not much to discuss. Again, for crypto, kind of waiting on that Clarity Act. For stocks and equities, to be honest, I feel like most stocks are overpriced. I think really it's time for the altcoin sector to get its fun, because I just think, Nvidia, I feel like Nvidia is overpriced. Tesla's up there. They've all had their run. So it's not like they haven't had a run. I feel like they need some time to cool off and just need probably way more demand. I mean, not to say that those sectors don't have demand, but I mean, Nvidia's at 4 trillion. Tesla went up to 1.5. So probably need some time to cool off. And I think altcoins will probably get their spotlight here soon. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.